Sarcopenia is one of the most overlooked yet widespread health challenges facing older adults today. Defined as the age-related loss of skeletal muscle mass and function, sarcopenia affects not only physical strength, but also mobility, balance, and independence. Over time, it becomes harder to perform everyday activities such as climbing stairs, lifting groceries, or even getting up from a chair. While aging is a natural process, the severity and speed at which muscle is lost is something that can be influenced significantly through nutrition and lifestyle. Among all the nutritional interventions studied in recent years, one fruit in particular has captured the attention of scientists, athletes, and health-conscious seniors alike. This fruit, though small and often underestimated, holds the potential to help the body resist muscle breakdown, reduce inflammation, support recovery, and restore strength. That fruit is the tart cherry, and understanding how and why it works can provide a powerful strategy for healthy aging. Sarcopenia typically begins around the age of 30, with muscle mass declining by roughly 3% to 8% per decade thereafter. This decline accelerates in one's 60s and beyond. By age 80, many individuals have lost up to 50% of their total muscle mass. This is not just a matter of looking frail. It's about functional loss. Less muscle means less strength, more fatigue, greater risk of falls, and longer recovery from injury or illness. Sarcopenia is also linked to metabolic disorders such as insulin resistance, obesity, and osteoporosis. And while exercise, especially resistance training, is a key intervention, nutrition is equally critical. Without the right nutrients to fuel and rebuild muscle tissue, the body cannot compensate for what it loses naturally over time. Much of the damage that leads to sarcopenia is driven by two major forces: inflammation and oxidative stress. As we age, our cells accumulate damage from reactive oxygen species or free radicals, which can impair protein synthesis and degrade muscle fibers. Chronic low-grade inflammation, also known as inflammaging, further contributes to this breakdown. This is why antioxidants are essential. They help neutralize oxidative stress, reduce inflammation, and support the repair of damaged tissue. But not all antioxidants are created equal. Some are more bioavailable and more effective at targeting muscle tissue specifically. This is where tart cherries excel. Thanks to their rich profile of anthocyanins and polyphenols, they deliver targeted support for muscle preservation. Tart cherries, especially the Montmorency variety, contain high levels of anthocyanins, plant pigments that have been studied extensively for their anti-inflammatory and muscle protective properties. These compounds inhibit enzymes involved in the inflammatory response, such as COX-1 and COX-2, similar to how non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, NSAIDs, work, but without the side effects. Tart cherries also contain melatonin, which regulates sleep cycles, and potassium, which helps with muscle function and recovery. In a 2019 study published in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition, athletes who consumed tart cherry juice before and after strenuous exercise experienced faster recovery, reduced muscle soreness, and less strength loss. These benefits are highly relevant for seniors whose recovery from even mild physical exertion can be impaired. The protective mechanisms at play in athletes are transferable and even more valuable in older populations facing daily challenges in mobility and strength maintenance. Beyond sports performance, tart cherries have been tested specifically in older adults. One study published in Nutrients in 2020 looked at individuals aged 60 and over who consumed tart cherry juice daily for 12 weeks. Researchers measured hand grip strength, walking speed, and markers of inflammation. The results were significant. Participants showed measurable gains in strength, improved mobility, and reduced levels of inflammatory markers such as interleukin-6 and C-reactive protein. In another randomized controlled trial, seniors undergoing bed rest, simulating a hospital stay or temporary disability, maintained more muscle mass when supplemented with tart cherry extract compared to a placebo. This suggests tart cherries may not only help prevent sarcopenia, but also help reverse or slow it during times of physical inactivity, which are especially dangerous for older individuals. What sets tart cherries apart from other fruits is their combination of anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and recovery-enhancing nutrients in one package. Most fruits provide vitamins and fiber, but few deliver the muscle-preserving power found in tart cherries. The high anthocyanin content improves circulation, helping deliver oxygen and nutrients to muscles more efficiently. The melatonin helps regulate the sleep cycle, supporting overnight muscle repair and hormonal balance, especially growth hormone and testosterone, both of which decline with age. Additionally, tart cherries influence metabolic pathways linked to fat metabolism, insulin sensitivity, and mitochondrial health, all of which affect how energy is produced and used in muscle cells. Tart cherries are easy to incorporate into a senior-friendly diet. Tart cherry juice is the most researched form. A daily dose of 8 to 12 ounces, ideally unsweetened, provides the optimal amount of anthocyanins. This can be taken in the morning or evening, depending on whether you're using it for recovery or sleep support. Frozen tart cherries can be added to smoothies, oatmeal, or yogurt. Dried tart cherries are portable and make a nutritious snack, though portion control is important due to natural sugars. Tart cherry capsules or powder are also widely available and offer a concentrated, sugar-free option. When choosing supplements, look for those standardized to anthocyanin content and be cautious of added sugars or fillers. To get the best results, tart cherries should be combined with other muscle-supportive habits. Aim for adequate protein intake, around 1 to 1.2 grams per kilogram of body weight for older adults, or as advised by a healthcare professional. Engage in resistance training or weight-bearing exercises 2 to 3 times per week. Stay hydrated and maintain healthy vitamin D levels to support bone and muscle synergy. Don't underestimate sleep. 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night is critical for hormonal regulation and recovery. By integrating tart cherries into a balanced lifestyle, seniors can create a strong defense against sarcopenia and age-related decline. Beyond muscle health, tart cherries support cardiovascular function, brain health, and joint mobility, all essential to healthy aging. Studies show they can reduce blood pressure and LDL cholesterol thanks to their polyphenolic content. Their antioxidant profile may protect brain cells from age-related decline, possibly lowering the risk of dementia and cognitive impairment. For those with arthritis or chronic joint pain, tart cherries may help reduce stiffness and swelling, further enhancing mobility and independence. These wide-ranging benefits make tart cherries a comprehensive anti-aging food, not just a muscle booster. Muscle loss is not an unavoidable consequence of aging. With the right tools, it can be slowed, managed, and even reversed. Tart cherries provide one of the most effective and accessible nutritional tools available for this purpose. They offer a unique combination of muscle-protective, anti-inflammatory, and sleep-enhancing benefits that are backed by solid scientific research. For seniors looking to maintain strength, mobility, and independence well into their later years, tart cherries offer a simple yet powerful solution. As part of a holistic lifestyle that includes exercise, proper rest, and a nutrient-rich diet, tart cherries can help turn back the clock on muscle decline, naturally and effectively. In the journey of aging, every small decision adds up, and choosing to nourish the body with something as simple as tart cherries can have a profound impact over time. It's not about drastic changes or miracle cures, but about making informed, consistent choices that support strength, vitality, and independence. Muscle is the foundation of mobility, dignity, and longevity, and the power to preserve it lies, quite literally, in our hands and on our plates. For those seeking to live not just longer but stronger, tart cherries may be one of the most underrated allies in the fight against age-related decline. Start today. Your future self will thank you.